All right, exciting day today. We are out on the water. We are on the boat, we're on the dinghy, and we are out on the water. The water level is down enough that I could use the boat launch, and you have no idea how excited I am to be out today. I'm super happy. Anyway, continuing my my test of sub $150 bait casting combos. I'm gonna brought out the Pflueger today. Picked that up and we're gonna give it a test, go over its specs and show you how it works. So bring you right back. Okay, so we have the Pflueger President. Bought this one at a local hardware store actually. They had it on sale, so picked it up. This is the Pflueger President. It is a 7-foot medium heavy fast, 3/8 to 1 ounce lure, 10 to 20 pound line. I have this spooled up with 12 pound P line. So I want to go over first impressions on it. So I don't hate the color. I mean, it's not fantastic. Palming it has a good hand feel. Like it feels good in the hand. It's not all square or boxy. It doesn't feel weird or anything like that. It does have the full cork handle all the way down, and I absolutely love that. I like the cork handle. It's comfortable for me. I like the way it feels. I like how it grips. Yeah, there's nothing I don't like about a cork handle. Even if it is a cheaper cork, doesn't matter to me anyway. I like it. I think it's comfortable. I think it feels good in hand. I like that full cork. On the knobs, they're nothing special. They're a little plasticky feeling. There's not really, I don't know. I don't really care about knobs. I know some people, you know, are knob snobs. Not to me. I don't really care one way or another. They feel fine. The thumb bar. Oh, let me unhook this here. There we go. The thumb bar is pretty positive engagement on that. It doesn't feel like it's going to slip or let go, which I like. The drag clicks, which, if you know anything about me, I love a clicky drag star. I love everything that clicks, which is nice. So the other thing here with that clicks too, if you listen, the spool tension knob, that also clicks, which is really nice. I don't care for the brake adjustment on this. I don't. I got big sausage fingers, and it's kind of hard for me to get in and activate that brake adjustment. And it's hard to read because it's got 1, 2, 2, 1 on the dots on both the top and bottom. 1, 2, 2, 1. So you don't know what you're really getting. But then if you look in real small lettering right there, it says max. So I'm assuming then that turning it all the way this way is going to be max. I don't like this design. That's kind of goofy, I think. So the reel itself doesn't feel super plasticky. I mean, it kind of does, but it feels plasticky but sturdy, if that makes sense. It feels like not a super cheap reel. The rod itself, I mean, what do they call this? Medium heavy, fast action. So, got my lure wet already. So, I'm gonna say, I don't know if that's showing up. I'm gonna say it's a little bit more moderate than fast. I don't know that it's quite a moderate fast, but it's definitely not a straight fast action based on just how that rod, the bend in the rod, the parabolic bend in the rod, it just kind of, I don't know. a little bit more moderate. It's on the moderate side of fast, we'll call it that. All right, I'm going to get this set up and we'll go through some casting impressions. Set the drag. Drag's a little tight. Drag's a little loose now. Okay. So, looks like it takes a lot of turns to make any kind of adjustment on that brake. On the drag, sorry. Swear I know what I'm doing. So it takes a lot of adjustments to do anything with that drag. For first adjustment, I'm going to set it a little bit tighter for first cast. I don't want to blow up my spool right away. Okay. There we go. Yep, that's a decent fall rate for a first cast, so let's send it. Whoa! Okay, that was maybe a 15-yard cast. So, all right, that's going to be too tight. So let's make some adjustments on that. Let's loosen that up a little bit. Okay. All right, so again, it takes quite a few clicks to make anything happen when you're adjusting it there. All right, let's cast it. Again, about a 15-yard cast. All right, let me make an adjustment on my brakes and see what happens there. So, let's see here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16. So there's 16 total adjustments on that. And I'm going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go back 4 on it. And we'll see what happens here. Ooh, now my fall rate is really quick. What happened there? Okay. All right. Now let's try that. There we go. Okay. Okay, that was maybe a 25-yard cast. That's respectable. I'm going to make another couple of adjustments on here. I'm going to go off 2 more clicks on the brakes. And I like that fall rate, so okay. Wow. That was about a 30 to 35-yard cast. That's kind of impressive. Yeah, I won't knock that at all. Let's make that cast again. Yeah, absolutely no fluffing on the line. And again, that's about a 30, 35-yard cast. There's nothing wrong with that. Picked up a little bit of weed there. Okay, all right. So I should mention that this is a just a little spinner, nothing special. I'll get back here. It is a 3/8 ounce jig head or spinner head with then the trailer on it. So total weight, I'm not completely sure, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna go back one more on the brakes. Let's see here. Oh wow, yep. Again, about somewhere between 30 and 32 yards, I'd say. All right, I'm gonna go one more. I'm gonna try and find its limit here slowly. Yep, I like that fall rate on there, so okay. I just went one more click down on the brakes. Ooh, yep, that would be the limit on it. That would be the limit on those brakes, because that time I fluffed up. So, okay, I'm gonna tighten the brakes once. And we're gonna go back and make a cast. Now I'm gonna really try and bomb this one and see what happens. Yeah, oh, perfect. Brakes held. Didn't over spool. There was nothing. That's incredible. Oh, that was a fish. That was a fish. Come on, fishy, fishy. All right. Check my trailer here. Yeah. All right. Gonna cast out that way again after I untangle myself there. There we go. I lost my train of thought. Oh, cast is incredibly smooth on it. Like it casts great. Wow, that was like a 35-yard cast there. Wow, I'm impressed with that. Anyway, it reels really smooth. It casts really smooth. First impressions are good. There is a little bit of a wind, and it is at my back, so the lure is getting a little bit of a help from the wind, but I mean, this is sending. I've got no complaints about casting distance on this thing. All right, make a couple more casts here, and oh wow, yeah, I really like that. And these cork handles, oh, I love that cork. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you prefer those foam or those cork handles and why. For me, the cork is just a lot more comfortable for me, I think. Obviously, everybody's got their own preference, but I do like that cork. Reel feels good in hand. Like there's nothing uncomfortable about holding it. The rod isn't, though the setup isn't super heavy. Like it doesn't feel clunky. It's a smooth cast and retrieve. I was nervous about this, testing this out, because I really like Pflueger spinning reels. I own a lot of Pflueger spinning reels. I think for the money, Pflueger spinning reels are the best you're gonna get for the money. And I've been real nervous about picking up one of these combos because, oh, dragging some weeds. You're supposed to catch fish, not weeds, Mr. Lure. So yeah, I've been real nervous about picking this system up, or this combo up, because of how I feel about the spinning reels. But I would have to say, of all of the combos that I've tested so far, this one is definitely the best of the three. Should go back and check out my other videos. I tested the Lew's American Hero Baitcaster and the oh man, I'm having a mental block on it because it was so awful. The 13 Fishing Sink is what it was. And that reel, that 13 Fishing reel was garbage. The rod's nice. I actually have it tied a different spool on the rod right now, and I'm using it for chatterbait. Oh yeah, I'm going to use it as a chatterbait rod with a quantum reel on it. I don't want to jinx myself, but I mean, I've been really throwing these out there, and no backlashes. I had that over spool that one time. Ooh, should I be dangerous and cast it into the wind? I'll do that. I'm going to be dangerous and cast it into the wind. See what happens here. Nope, no overspool. Brakes did their job properly. For a sub $150 combo, I'm impressed. I like this. I should mention the speed on this. So it is a 6.5 to 1. So it is a little bit slower. Yeah, that slower speed isn't for everybody. I mean, I think the 7 whatever to 1 is generally more of your middle ground. There's a guy I watch. He's learned a lot from him. Steve Rogers Outdoors. He's got a YouTube channel, and one of his videos, he was talking about how when he uses something for like a Texas rig or a Carolina rig, he purposefully grabs a slower reel, something in the, in the 5s or low 6s. It allows him to basically, even when he wants to reel fast, because it's a slow speed reel, it forces him to fish a little slower, even when he doesn't necessarily want to. And that's actually a genius thing when you think about it. I took and updated one of my reels on my Texas rig rod to a much slower reel, and believe it or not, I mean, my hookup ratio, I'm dragging some weeds there, I started getting a lot more bites on my Texas rig setup when all I did was put a slower reel on it. I'll see if I can find that video that he did, and I'll link it in the description below, because it was, I want to give credit where credit is due, and Steve does a great job with his videos. All right, I think I'm gonna pull up the anchor and change out my trailer. This one's failing a little bit, but I'm gonna pull up the anchor and do a little bit of fishing with this thing, and I'll bring you back for my final thoughts. Obviously, if I catch anything, I'll have you around for that. I should also mention the hook keeper on the side here. I do like that. That's probably my favorite place to have a hook keeper, is right on the side in front of the reel like that. I hate having the hook keepers down here on the handle. I don't know, it bugs me, but I like this location. So yeah, I'm gonna pull up the anchor, I'm gonna fish this for a while, and I will let you know if I catch any fish, and I'll bring you back for my final thoughts. Well, that got interesting there. Wind picked up, fished around for about, I don't know, there we go, that's a better angle. Fished around for probably, I don't know, was 40-ish minutes, and out of nowhere the wind picked up and it just went bonkers. Waves got huge, and I had to hightail it off of there and get the boat loaded up. Then got interesting, I'll tell you what. But okay, so final thoughts on the Pflueger. I liked it. I tell you what, I really liked it. It surprised the heck out of me. The rod's a little stiff. I bounced off of some weeds. I hit a few rocks. The rod's a little stiff. It's not the most sensitive, but that reel surprised the daylights out of me. I was really happy with that reel. I got no complaints about the reel. I shouldn't say that. My only complaint about the reel is that that brake dial is kind of, I don't like it. It's kind of recessed in, and like I said, I got big fingers and I can't really grab it all that well. So if I could change anything on that reel, it'd be that brake dial for sure. but otherwise it cast well. It was really surprisingly smooth on both the cast and the retrieve. Yeah, I can say, I think I would, based on my first impressions on that, I think I can confidently say I'd recommend that. It didn't wow me. Like, I wasn't super impressed with anything that would make me say you have to go get this at that price point. But no, for the most part, I was impressed with it. I liked it. I would say go get it. So if you wanted one, it took a little bit to dial in, took a little bit to find that sweet spot, but I found the sweet spot and I fished with it for a while. I love the cork grips on it. It was great. Palm feel was fine. Casting was smooth. Retrieve was smooth. Rod's a little stiff, but it's all right. You can work with it. So anyway, if you found the video helpful, give me a thumbs up. Go check out some of my other videos where I've done some other testing on sub $150 rods. And let me know what you think in the comments below. Until next time, take care. We'll catch you on the next one.